To talk to us more about this, we're joined, apologize for that, we're joined by SANTACO's Chief Strategic Manager, Bafana Magagula. A very good morning to you, Mr. Magagula, and thanks for making the time to speak to us today.
Good morning, and thank you for bringing us to the SABC, and we greet all the listeners who are watching right now.
So we've been talking a lot about the demands being just against the rising cost of living, but one of the demands that we haven't been talking about that this particular effort is making is for transport subsidies for taxis. Why would you walk away from something like that?
I don't think we have actually asked anyone to talk on our behalf as a structure. The South African National Taxi Council, led by Mr. Tsebe, we are talking to government, and the talks are at a very high profile level at this stage, and we have no reasons to break away from those talks and go to the street.
You don't think that such an effort would actually help your effort? Do you think there's a separation?
I am sure that the organizers of the shutdown today are aware that they have not invited us, they have not involved us in their shutdown, and it was completely impossible that we could have just joined them by virtue of hearing from media that such organizations have organized a march, and then we join it without even having details of how and where it started and where is it going. We have never been involved in any arrangement of the shutdown that is called today by any of the structures. We are a formal structure. We have a Secretary General. We have a president. We have the structures exactly like their structures. We expected them to involve us at an early stage so that we could have agreed on.
Mr. Bafana Magagula's connection seems to be frozen there. I don't know if you can still hear us, Mr. Magagula.
I can hear you. I don't know if you could hear me.
Yes, we can hear you perfectly.
Yes, I was saying we have not been invited, we have not been involved. We only heard from media that certain organizations were going on a shutdown today. Therefore, we could not get on the shutdown or a stay away or a strike that we don't know its procedures.
Fully appreciate that you're a formal structure and you have your own processes. But when you come out to formally distance yourself from an effort such as this one, you'll appreciate that there will be questions. Are there any misunderstandings between your organization and the labor formations?
No misunderstandings at all. We've never had any misunderstandings. All we are saying is that it was impossible for us to join what they have organized, and without us and have not involved us at any stage. We could not just join them in the street prior to having met and discussed exactly as to what was the aim and how it was all going to go about. There's no misunderstanding.
So the issues that they're raising are real issues. The South Africans are buckling under pressure in terms of unaffordability. What's your organization's stance on these issues?
Let me say, we don't argue the fact that why the shutdown. All we are saying is that nobody has involved us, nobody has invited us, and the only time we knew it was when it was on media that on such a date there's a shutdown organized by certain structures, and we could not just join them. It's all we are saying. Whatever everyone has called the shutdown for, we live in South Africa. There is no way that the inflation, the fuel increase, the levies, and what have you is not affecting us. No ways. But at this point, as a structure, we did not have any reason to call for a shutdown because we are presently in talks with government.
Mr. Makakula, just as we close off, can you give us the situation today? Are your members' taxis running as normal?
We have done a run around checking all provinces, and the operations are running normal. And we accept that in some instances or some towns, there might be some disturbances. Other than that, the reports we've got, we went through Joburg and we went through Durban, Western Cape and other places. I won't count all of them. Operation was normal. It is possible that we may not have been informed if there's anywhere where there are disruptions.
Mr. Bafana Makakula is the strategic manager for SANTACO. Thank you so much for making the time to speak to us today as we wrap up the show. In that conversation we've been having the whole morning about the national shutdown, we apologize to all the viewers who sent through your thoughts on social media, but we didn't get the time to go through all of them. But thank you so much for your engagement. From myself and the team, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.